Good morning, DJ Talk family, and how y'all doing today? First of all, welcome to the 54th episode of DJ Talk. Now, before we get started on in this episode, I would like to take this time to send a shout out to everyone that is having a great week, and hopefully, you guys receive not only just good news but also some great news. So that's what we all hope for. Not only just for this past week, but the new week. Everything will go as planned, just like we're hoping for. So all I could say is, let's keep it going. If you're new to this channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell for notifications and many more to come. Because not only that, new content, new things are coming on this channel. And it's not only that, but new episodes are going to be coming on DJ Talk Podcast. So stay tuned for more. So without any further ado, let's get right to it. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to be driven. That may sound familiar to all of you, but this is something that's going to be very incredible to hear. So let's get into it. What does it mean to be driven? It means to be determined, so determined to achieve something or to be successful that all of their behaviors is directed towards this aim. That means what you're aiming for. That is straight ahead, not back, not left, nor right, but straight ahead. Driven personality types are ambition, yes, persistent, oh yeah, and want to succeed. Better believe it. That's what we all want to do. We want to be three important words right here of the driven, of how to be driven, and also its personality. Three important words: ambitious, persistent, and want to succeed. Those are important, so always keep that in mind. There are multiple steps on how to be driven, and you know what? We're gonna start off with numero uno. Challenge yourself. Sometimes in this life, you have to challenge yourself to be better every day. Not only just to be better, but to get better every day. Challenge, and also in this point right here, challenge yourself to be great. That's what we all want to be. We don't want to just be good. We want to be great. So that's what we want to do in this life, in this time, is to be great. Every day is the day to be great. In order to succeed in this life, not just in this life, but every day of your life, you have to challenge yourself. You have to challenge yourself to become successful in life. Number two, reward your spirit. Rewards are very, and not only that, not only very, but rewards are widely recommended to increase your personal motivation. But it can also backfire if you choose the wrong rewards or never let rewards drive you. The idea is simple, very simple. You want to reward yourself consistently for small accomplishments. When you've made progress on your career goals, buy yourself something nice. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Like, give yourself the reward. Reward yourself with something that is very great, especially very small. That is something that's very specific when it comes to that part. The last thing you want to do and the last thing you want is to be motivated by rewards. That defeats the whole purpose. And that's what most people who write about motivations and rewards get wrong. Then they try to help, but they end up making things a lot worse. So we got to be careful with those things. Number 3, set goals that motivate and inspire you. When it comes to evaluating your career path, it's essential to be honest about where you are and where you want to be. Setting smaller, achievable goals is an excellent tactic to get you through your workday or month. But you also need something big to aim for so that you are inspired in the long term. Set challenging goals that make you want to get out of your bed in the morning. Do your best work and celebrate when you achieve your smaller goals. Ah, very prolific right there. Very interesting. Set, celebrate when you accomplish something small, especially achieving your small goals. Focus on achievements that are important to you and that you will value in the long run rather than just reasonable results that help you get your work done. Don't focus on goals that are entirely unreasonable and or which have no clear path to achievement. But don't you sell yourself short by setting a goal that you have no vested interest in the outcome either. Make it a priority and go to work every day with that goal at the top of your mind. And number 4, get SMART. A also known as SMART. Number 4, get smart. Smart goals are that specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. That's what SMART stands for, or SMART for short. This is particularly, true for challenging goals because this method helps you make sure you are committed and held accountable to your goals. Be specific about what you want to achieve with a particular goal. Make sure that you are able to measure your success or failures and what you do throughout the year. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that attainability is critical, especially for challenging goals. Because if you give up on a big goal because it's unrealistic, then you are less likely to be motivated toward other goal, other challenging goals. Make sure that your goal is relevant to your life and your work. And give yourself and your goal a schedule and stick to it. Number 5, keep learning. In order to be on top, you have to learn to take baby steps in order to be at the higher level. Be known as one of the best at what you do and what you can do. You have to inject a big dose of focus in your system. Inject a big dose of intelligence in your mind. Inject a big dose of determination in yourself. And every day you have to think big, go big. And not only that, but be big and stay in the game. In other words, be the game, play the game, and become the game. And be the best in the game. Because everything in life, it's not easy. It's not given. It's physical. Just like we are witnessing here before our very eyes as we speak. Just one word to describe on how we can learn to be driven. I could say it many times in one word and one word only. Physical, physical, physical. Every day is nothing but physicality. So everything in life we have to fight for what we believe in. And in order to reach the top of the mountain, we have to learn how to crawl first and then learn how to walk. And then the rest is history. And in, and also, in case if I forget to mention, we have to also be aggressive. Ooh, aggressive. And show that aggressive side that we want it so bad. And show how much we want to be at that next level. We have to have that take no prisoner attitude and to conquer what needs to be conquered. So just remember this. Just keep learning and have some skills as well. Number 6, be committed to excellence. Set high expectations to achieve results while living out mission and values. You cannot possibly already know everything you need to know to achieve excellence as a leader. Like the great author here, Sun Tzu would say, throw your soldiers into a position for whence there is no escape, and they will prefer death to flight. If they will face death, there is nothing they may not achieve. Officers and men alike will put forth their uttermost strength. And there's an important word that comes to this part right here: committed. When it comes to being committed, you should never have that mentality of giving up, because it is not a way of a true warrior. Or should I say, a true dragon warrior? Because at the end of the day, we have to have that mentality of a true warrior. And last but not least, now that we're talking about that, about the Sun Tzu and what was said, now that we're talking about the warrior part, last but not least, number 7, rise. In this life, when you feel like that you are down and out, we need to rise up. And speaking about rising up, there are other parts on how to rise, and that is called rise like a phoenix. There's one or few quotes that talks about that, and it says, number 1, and it was said by the author of Fly Away Home, Jennifer Weiner. Sometimes the worst thing that happens to you, the thing you can think you can survive. It's the thing that makes you better than you used to be. And another author written, Dr. Alan Hunt, said, suffering can lead to transformation and redemption and marvelous mystery. And the late, great Maya Angelou, not one, but two, says, I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. Just like moons and suns, just like moons and like suns, with the certainties of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. And the last one here, Gerard Way says, sometimes you have to kind of die inside in order to rise from your own ashes and believe in yourself and love yourself to become a new person. So you see, if we can have that drive in our mind and goals in our minds, also we could do big things in the future. Because everything in life, we need to have the if factor. I'll repeat it again. This is important. We need to have that if factor. Show how much we can succeed in everything that needs to be succeeded in. And also, remember these words that's going to be said right here. Never lose momentum and never lose confidence in yourself. Always remember that. And remember that always. Beg your pardon. Now, before I wrap this up, not only wrap it up, but wrap this episode up, I would like to take this time to drop some knowledge to each of you. Always have that drive and determination to push through those brick walls. And not only that, never lose focus on the goals that you have to set yourself for. And I want to repeat this one word that is very important to these words and to this topic right here. And I'm going to say it multiple times. Focus, 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 focus. That's what we need to have. We need to have that focus. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and many more episodes to come. And thank you for thank you for tuning into this episode. I really appreciate the love and support. I want to thank you all for this. Thank you all for being part of DJ Talk family. It's basically the best moment to have, a big moment. And not only that, but to celebrate. Because every day is a celebration when it comes to accomplishments, to small accomplishments. So stay tuned for more episodes and stay tuned for more of that. And speaking about that, stay tuned for the next episodes of DJ Talk. Stay positive and stay extremely focused. Peace out and hope you guys have a great day.